Hello, retail traders. This is Washboardjim with a sneaky snake trading strategy where we talk about moving averages, chart patterns, and being in the now. And right now we're in the now. We're going to talk about Intel. Intel's been on a great run. I mean, irrational exuberance. The reason for Intel's run is it got some real good news, and plus it's been getting good news. It's recognized that it was a bottom play, and it's been kind of behind the story of AMD, NVIDIA, MU, and all the other chip makers. And I brought it up to the room. I said, don't be putting all your money in NVIDIA because we're going to consolidate. We've been doing that for months. Instead, now Intel's had a beautiful run. AMD's had a beautiful run. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. They're going to pump NVIDIA. The fat cats are. So we're going to look at Intel. Now Intel's chart's very interesting, plus the news. The news is outstanding. Intel will build a $25 billion chip factory in Israel's largest investment ever. Intel will build $25 billion chip factory in Israel, the largest investment ever. The largest from Intel. And they're going to, I think Israel's going to put in like 3 billion, and then you got Intel putting in 25 billion. So this is a big deal for Intel, and it's a big deal for the Israel people, and it's a big deal for the world. So we're going to pull up the chart. Let's see if we can find another one in here. I got all kinds of them. They're all fluttered up. There we go. Finally found it. I just got through trying to put the Fibonacci's on here and that didn't work too well. So we're going to clear that out. Right now we closed at 50.50, or that's where we are right now, is at 50.50. And I think we're about to approach a resistance level and maybe consolidate. Now we did pass a pivot point on the 3-year weekly time frame, and that pivot point is right off the 200 SMA. And we're going to go ahead and draw a price line across that pivot point area. And if it does knife or something bad happens, 44.39 is going to be a strong buy. Just got me an alert. SPY going up. So the next price line, next resistance line is going to be this peak right here. This one right here. I'm going to magnify that up so I can get that to the penny. Right on the body of the candle. I don't use the wicks, only to have confirmations. So 51.86. $51.86. The next one is going to be right up in here, right here where this here neckline is, right around 54.55, and then your third one is going to be right there at 55.81. Now the pullback support level, as I was talking about moving averages, we got the 300 simple moving average right here. So we're going to apply that, and we're going to see if we can find an equilibrium down here with candlestick patterns to kind of match that up. Now I really do like this bottom right here, so we're going to change the support levels into a different color, and we'll just make them green. And we're going to pull back to the next support level, which will be the 300 at 47.19, and then the final one will be right down here on this tweezer. These are candles right about in there at 46.13, and then if it doesn't hold that, we definitely want to take the 200 on the weekly time frame. So support levels are going to be the 3 green candles right here. First one at 48.83, 47.19, and then 46.13. The resistance level to break is going to be 51.86, 54.50, and 55.81. I think this news is a good enough news to bring it up to higher levels, but mind you, it depends on market conditions. Right now we're in a Santa rally. People are going to start taking profit, and then we got a new year, a new month, and we're going to see what that month brings. I think we've had an irrational run, but it goes with the feds. You know, I've noticed here lately that Wall Street will take any good news and run with it. If it's just a little bit of good news, or if it's just a rumor, and they've been waiting to hear idiot Powell say that he was going to cut rates. So that was a huge catalyst to run this market to the upside. I, in the room, called this wait in advance. I said they weren't going to raise no more rates, and when they come to do it, they didn't do it, and I was right. So I was buying stocks back then to run into this run up. I've sold everything that I have, and I'm just scalping. But I had JP Morgan, I had Boeing, and I did very well with them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see if this thing wants to hold here, if it wants to break resistance of 51.86, or if it wants to hold support of 48.83. Those are my two big numbers, and if it doesn't do either, then we're going to drop down to them other levels, or we're going to break out and continue this run all the way up to 55.81. And that's Intel. I'm telling the room that I'm just going to be very cautious with this run right now because I'm just breathing hard. I know we're overbought. When we're not overbought, I'll mention it and I'll say it and I'll yell it out. But right now I'm screaming that this is irrational exuberance and we need to consolidate in the market for it to be healthy. You just can't keep going like this. And that's it. Sneaky Snake Trading Strategy, where we talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now. Have a great day.